from the Transformers Dramatic Capture Series. It is the Decepticons Part 1, or Deathtrons Part 1. Yeah, this box is too big for me to put in my close-up cam, as I really do some adjustments, and I don't feel like doing that and then having to adjust back, so there they are. I mean, it does come in this very black, ugly box. I figured you wanted to see this. So this is a sleeve over a cardboardish box. But this set has, as you can see, it's got a picture of Thundercracker holding a camera. The camera being, of course, Reflector or Refractor. And on the back, you can see them both, well, all three of the components of Refractor. And you can see them in their various modes with their various weapons. So it's a pretty cool box. So we're going to go through the set bit by bit and might even compare it to some earlier releases, other releases. We'll see where it takes us. But before we go any further, I do want to thank our sponsor for this video, Toy Hacks. They have amazing labels, or decals as they like to call them, that can fix up your G1s, fix up your G2s, or just enhance all kinds of Transformers out there that maybe didn't come with stickers, including the latest Studio Series, Age of the Primes, Siege, Legacy, Combine War, you name it, they pretty much have a decal for it. And as you can see over here, with Age of the Primes flatline, you can really glow up your Transformers. Plus they have an armory and backdrops. You want to check them out at toyhacks.com. But we're going to go through this, and if you're new to the channel, I'm Captain Kyle. Welcome aboard. If you've been watching for a while, I'm still Captain Kyle, and thanks for coming back. That's really cool. So, time to get into Decepticons Part 1. Be right back. All right, so it's a nice sleeve, but I'm gonna remove that for the moment. And you can see on the front here, all right, I'm gonna have to go here, that it has kind of like on the inner box, almost like blueprints of the Transformers involved, Thundercracker and, of course, Refractor, aka Reflector, which is what I will probably call them most of the time. Really cool Decepticon symbol right here. And it just says the Decepticons Part 1 right on the top there. And when I open up this box, there's going to be a lot of clipping for me to do, but I'll try to use a close-up cam. You can see the three components or identical bots of Refractor. And you have your Thundercracker, who is a redeco of the Kingdom one, or yeah, I'm pretty sure Kingdom one, plus a whole bunch of accessories, including the ones that did not come with the individual bots, but they did come with a special set later on that was an homage to the original Reflector, which had viewfinder, spectro, and spyglass. So, time to get snipping. So there is Thundercracker from the set, the three components of Reflector, and Crimzeek. Yes, you get a little Crimzeek with this, which is interesting because in that episode, I don't remember Reflector being around at all, but it came with the Generation Select homage to the original, and now it's coming with this Dramatic Capture series. Each of these individual robots does come with a gun and a shield type thing and a little button thing that's like the lens that was on viewfinder. Now, since only one of them should have it, what I usually do is on the other ones, I stick them on their butt. However you like to display your Refractor Reflector, that is an option. But there's more, because there's camera parts that did not come with the individual robots, but did come with the homage set, like a flash cube and part of the camera and part of the top of the camera. We'll go in more detail soon enough. And there's instructions. So I'll put this box away, all the plastic shit's inside it. So let's take a look first at Thundercracker. Sorry guys, you guys wait over here with all your pieces. And Crimzeek, well, I'll zoom in on him. He doesn't transform. He's very small. He's translucent, almost like a blast effect. And he's like 1 inch, and with the width of his arms, that goes to like 1.25 inches. And so, yeah, he's small. SM all. He comes with it. So, but let's take a look at, as I said, Thundercracker. So this has been recolored to make him look more like the animation. For comparison, this is the original one that came out, and as you can see, there's definitely a difference in the blue color. So I'm going to give it a spin on the turntable of doom. You can see the deco is very similar. It's just the color blue is really changed. In fact, they pretty much made it just about this color blue, which is being the new Studio Series Transformers the movie version of Thundercracker, which is a great toy, but some people actually still prefer the Kingdom. And they might even like this one better because the coloration is more animation accurate. we may bring you guys back. We will see. So he stands from his air intakes to his feet about 6.5 inches. He's got the classic Seeker arm guns. The Decepticon symbols are actually a little bit bigger than the ones on the Kingdom. See, I told you you'd come back. So I'm gonna fold his wing so you can get a better view. Something you can't do with the Studio Series. So you can definitely see there's a size difference. It's a bit bigger on that Decepticon symbol. And quite honestly, when the Earthrise came out, I did not anticipate that they would come out with a new mold for the Seekers, because they even use this mold with some changes for Starscream. Unlike Starscream, his hands don't open, but he's still a very nice representation of Thundercracker. So I'm going to give another spin and then we'll go through some posability real quick. I've probably reviewed this mold many times, so it's going to go pretty quickly. He can't quite do a full toes up Jean-Claude Van Damme. He comes very close, but he can't get the legs quite straight across like that. He does have ankle swivels, just like the other version, which are attached to his tail fins. He can kick forward. He's got this little plate in front here, so you can kick forward, not super high. You can kick back, but not very much. Someone in the shin, maybe. Side kick, using both legs, can be pretty high, but otherwise not that high. He does bend at the knee, about 90 degrees, and he does have a swivel, swivels all the way around. Now he also has heels, so just be aware of those. They seem to move pretty easily. Now moving up here, none of the Seekers in Kingdom actually twisted at the waist, I don't believe, so this one is no different in that respect. Can't get him to twist at the waist. It's just not in his programming. No, not in his structure. Now, the wings can flip back to kind of get out of the way. His arms can't go all the way around though, because even with the wings flipped back, unless you go out to the side, then you can get it all the way around, but can't go straight all the way around. So, but if you tilt it out a bit, you can get it all the way around. His arms can go out to the side. He's got elbows that go maybe a smidge more than 90 degrees or a smidge less. His fists do not twist. His head can spin all the way around, and it's got some movement there so he can kind of nod, move a little bit to the sides. So that's pretty cool. And to overall, a very posable and good version of Thundercracker. I mean, if you're going to compare him to this one, I mean, this one can definitely kick higher. The Studio Series is a whole nother animal, whole different mold. But again, just before we go into vehicle mode, just to show him next to the original, and he almost has a greenish hue instead of being as blue. So I'm definitely liking the new color. It's definitely more Thundercracker-ish, if that is a word. All right, so to transform him, we remove the guns. If you're not familiar with this, this might be a good tutorial. If you are familiar with it, well then suffer through or just fast forward. So I'm gonna close his feet up, but we're gonna actually concentrate on the top right now, because what we're gonna do is we're going to split him at the top, so he's almost doing a limbo. This cockpit part comes out, turns, clips into place, this nose cone goes back, and snaps into place. His arms actually open up, the fists flip over, but the arms, you can pull them open from this top area here, so you can make it more compact. So basically reduces the length of the arms. Again, it's pulling the forearm in a motion away from the elbow, and then you can push it up and close it. And again, that one folds, the arms come in and fold like so, and then this part can close entirely. The wings, you just fold these over, so he's almost in his full jet mode. The tail fins you push back, and there are little posts here that go into these slots. And just like the arms, the legs can open up, pull the front of the legs outward, and then you can collapse the legs. Some people put them together first. You can do that, or you can just put them together afterwards. Now the wing popped off, that does happen, goes right back on. It doesn't feel loose, but it can come off. Now there's two posts here on this plate that go into the legs. Just make sure the wings are straight. And don't pull off a wing like I do. Flip down these rudder wings or whatever they are, and you're almost there. Make sure these are, again, closed. We did that at the beginning. Could have waited. And I like to put his guns here. You can actually also put them here if you prefer that look. You can even, I think, put them way back here. I don't know why you would. And you can also plug them in into the side of his legs. I like mounted on the wings, but there you go, in jet mode. And he is about 9 inches long in this mode. And just putting it side by side with the Studio Series, they look extremely similar. I mean, the jets in the back are definitely different, but it's really, they're almost identical. I think the wings are maybe slightly wider on the Studio Series. And he has the hole here just in case he wants to wear Starscream's cape, but it is a very cool version of Thundercracker. And if you don't have this or you can't find this, I mean, this is still good. Or you can be like me and just catch them all. All right, on to Refractor, Reflector, whatever the heck his name is. So there are the 3 of them with their standard weapons. And deco-wise, I'm going to just put 2 aside so we can put them side by side. And I will say that the purple is a little bit more vivid. The stripe on the shield is a little wider. The Decepticon symbol is a little more vivid. It's not a huge change, but this is definitely, and they ended up switching sides somehow. Oh yes, this is definitely a little bit more vivid, but it's the same thing. The gray is very similar in the upper body, but the lower body, you can see there's a lot more lightness on the upper legs and on the little skids for the spacecraft mode. So definitely a change. And of course looks quite different than the Generation Selects homage set. I forget what they called that set. So for this part, I'm just going to use 1 and remove his weapons. Though I do like to show with these extra accessories, you can, if you're going to make him viewfinder, you can plug these into his shoulders, well, actually like above his shoulders. It does kind of interfere with using this part as a shield, but it doesn't interfere with using this as a weapon or, you know, just a searchlight. So these extra pieces do have some use. And again, if you don't want it to be viewfinder, right on the ass. And of course, I have reviewed this before, but just very quickly, toes up, full toes up Jean-Claude Van Damme. Kicks forward, kicks back, side kick, full split side kick, extremely generous ankle swivels, bends at the knee, swivels, does not. If you don't have that in his butt, you can twist him at the waist. You can also plug this, I'm not sure where else you can plug this, other than in the front. The front, it does not keep you from twisting him around, but definitely the butt, you can't twist him. Arms go all the way around, bends at the elbow, it's got a swivel, arms go out to the side, head goes all the way around. So a very poseable figure, looks very robot-like. Now, interestingly enough, it does not have instructions on changing him into his spacecraft mode. And I'm going to try to remember how to do that. So there he is in his spacecraft mode, which was just kind of a Cybertronian thing because you needed 3 of them to make the camera. And if you only bought 1, you needed to have something for him to transform into. Now I have the gun this way. Some people have it twisted around. In the back, you can see the little button thing that's kind of like his jet propulsion. He could be a hovercraft. I'm not sure exactly what he's supposed to be, but that is him solo, not Han Solo, that different franchise, and what he transforms into. But if we want to get him into camera mode, you basically transform him into a box, and you do that with all of them. Fold his fists away, push his head back, push his arms back at the shoulder, and his elbows like that. And then you take the legs and you twist them at the waist, turn the legs around with these things open. You can push them together first if you want. You fold it over his arms. And it's the same for all 3. And once you have them all in this, you just basically assemble them by pushing them together, kind of like in an alternate order. So one this way, one that way, and then that's the intermediate stage of the camera. Because we have all these extra fun parts, you plug on this part, fold it down, press that in, that goes over the front. One of these goes there, I believe. Been a little while since I've done this. Assemble the shields into the lens, which you could do with the originals if you had 3. Put the lens on, now it's looking much more camera-like. Though to be honest, I'm having a little trouble keeping the lens together, and I don't remember it being this difficult with the other ones. Maybe it's because this was used as a mold like 3 times, but there. Take these 2 pieces, put them together, and you basically use these things inside that went under the shoulders, and you kind of do the same thing, pushing it back here. The flash, not the flash, but the flash plugs in there, and the weapons can be assembled into a stand, which you can plug into the bottom, and you have an extra one of these, which I just figure it's an extra control. I put it over here, and there you go. You have Reflector with all his accoutrements. So this is definitely a very much more cartoon accurate version, but just for giggles, I'm putting it right next to the Refractor Reflector, the homage version. And you can see there's a little bit more deco and variation on the homage version, but still this definitely looks like the cartoon. Much better. The original ones, very close, just missing those extra accessories. Some people might have just bought the set for the accessories, but the coloration is more vibrant. The purple is better. So it's definitely a very nice set. I like it. So there you have it. The Dramatic Capture Series Decepticons Part 1 with a very nice repaint of Thundercracker and of Refractor, aka Reflector. And yeah, don't forget Crimzeek. So it's cool. I'm going to put a link in the description so you can potentially pick this up if you'd like. But I think it's fun. I think it's nice to have an Earthrise jet that is closer in color, just like the Studio Series. Again, some people don't like the gaping bottom of the Studio Series and prefer the Earthrise or Kingdom, whichever one it was. So this is the best of both worlds. Better coloration, but not quite as hollow. So yeah, a fun set. And in case I didn't mention, each of the Refractor figures is about 5 inches tall. The ship is a bit longer, but the camera is what everyone really likes. So I'm glad I got this set. You might like it too. And if you do get it, I hope you have a lot of fun with it. And if you're having fun watching this channel, by all means, feel free to subscribe. That'd be awesome. And again, I want to thank our sponsor for this video, Toy Hacks. Again, amazing replacement decals for your original G1s and G2s and just all kinds of enhancement stuff. I'm sure they already have stuff for enhancing Refractor and Kingdom Thundercracker that could be applied here, or they might, I don't know, they might come out with a slightly different set, but can't go wrong checking out what they have just to glow up your Transformers. And of course, they have their armory, their backdrops. Check them out, toyhacks.com. And while you're thinking about this dramatic capture set, actually check out this video over here, which is the Cybertron Chase dramatic capture set. Worth checking out. And we will see you next time. As always, have fun and good hunting.